What's up, YouTube? Curtis Joseph, back again with yet another video. Please be sure to like, share, sub if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell, that way you know every time I upload new content. And then when you feel that, head on over to Patreon and support me there, so you can start digging a lot deeper in regard to cultivating your own personal power. If you're looking for help in learning and studying the occult, you're going to find a contact email in the description box. If you have any questions in regards to the one-year apprentice course, the upcoming Tarot Inner Gateways course, one-on-one consultations, ritual for hire, handcrafted ritual, candles, or anything like that. Any general questions in regard to the occult, please contact me. I'll get back to you. So, unfortunately, with the past channel being hacked, deleted, we're going to have to start rebuilding some of the martial arts content here so that people can continue to improve themselves in not just spirit, but also mind and body. This triune level of balance is something that I went over in depth today within Patreon. And it's of utmost importance to balance the body, mind, and the spirit to unlock divine potential within. Without that balance, there is no personal power, and this is a fact. Okay? So with that in mind, we're going to start building on sensitivity drills again. Mainly because this is most directly tied to spirituality, and that we are intentionally exercising empathy. The ability to sense the intentions of the opponent. That's what these drills really develop. And you'll find that as these lessons progress and the students progress. We've got another couple students coming in, Tylen and a neighbor, Chris. As they get better and can perform things, we'll start to build on these principles. But for now, we're going to start with the Filipino martial arts and reintroduce hubad, which simply means to tie and untie. JJ, come on out here, bud. Think you're taller than me, Ken?
No.
Anyway, all right, so the angle one is the most important thing here. I don't know if you remember the weapons, but this angle one is no different whether it's a knife, a bludgeoning stick, or a hand. It can be an elbow, it can be an overhand cross. An angle is an angle is an angle. So we're learning to deal with and sense angles. He comes with this angle one, and the energy is following through, forcing me to respond. I stay in range to just miss this, angle out, raise, slap, and come on an angle one. He will raise, slap, follow through, yes. This means to tie and untie. This is the raise. This is an antenna. I'm feeling the energy here. As a matter of fact, if we go into hubad, I can just rock with that. We can insert that into the drill at any point in time. Just rock it. And this can be considered an elbow, but this is an antenna. I'm feeling that pressure just that way. And then this comes up, raises. This would be in Chinese martial arts, our Pak Sao, and then the one comes and I follow through. Raise, slap, kick. Now let's move. The goal is to begin integrating footwork. I call this being able to walk the dog. He wants to focus on staying in range. Now remember, one moment, this drill is a pattern that you learn in order to break it. So just as quick demonstration, you want to learn to time various attacks, like punches. Good. Arm wrench, right? You want to learn how to time this stuff. I went out of range there. But you're learning to insert tools in the middle of all the chaos that's going on. This is key. So when it comes down to squaring up, fighting, and you get into a clinch, it's easy. Blam, hit, done. Right? So you're going to need a partner with this because you have to feel the energy. This training of empathy, guys, carries over into your ability to sense spiritual energies and presences in operations of evocation, invocation, and invocation. Give it a try. In perfect love and perfect trust, devour, destroy, become, or be crushed. Curtis Joseph, signing out. All right, guys. Next on the list of our basic sensitivity lesson is going to be the Wing Chun Pak Sao drill. This is a Wing Chun jab drill. What do I mean by this? A Wing Chun jab. Well, it differs from the boxer's jab. A boxer, when they throw a punch, it's coming straight. But the elbow, though it tries to stay pointed down, as the hand turns, it fires the elbow out slightly. And this can be seen in the chest. You can watch the chest contract as the punch comes. If you're a good fighter and you know how to watch the chest flex, you know how to beat them up to the punch, right? So with the Wing Chun jab, the fist is vertical and it comes from the center line. We're not in a more square boxing stance. They're more upright, angled where the lead hand is covering the center line. And the jab comes out as a vertical fist. The reason is that vertical fist, JJ, come on out here. If he's in a boxer's lead, right lead is fine. If he's in a boxer's lead, this more vertical fist can get on the inside, right? If I were to throw this way, he could see that and parry it, right? So it keeps the elbow down, it makes the chest flex less visible, and it allows you to feel what's going on. Now, what I want you to focus on are a couple different things here. Number one, begin from a Wing Chun reference point. The person who begins is simply going to Pak Sao, clear the arm, and come in with a straight punch. Go ahead. This, it doesn't come out at an angle. It comes straight out to almost catch it. This is going to raise to hit the arm, slap, straight. Raise, slap, hit. It's the same principle as Huba, really. Now, focus on staying in this range, and we just move around. I call this walking the dog. You want to be able to move from different angles and adjust. Now, what I want you guys to focus on as well is the switch. Right leg forward. When I raise, slap, and hit, this connection, once I feel this pressure, this is where I want to switch. Now he will raise, slap, hit. Now we're back on this side. It's timing. Good. So, this is very important. Professor Sean Davis would call this principle lead hand education. It's so important to do. So I'm going to have Christopher get up and work this with JJ. We're going to do a beginner's version, not like a demonstration. We're going to work the right lead, and I want you guys to focus on walking the dog. Get the footwork in, and keep the action going upstairs properly. All right? Give it a shot. I'll guide you guys through the process here. Right leg forward. Good. Keep moving. Keep those right legs forward, guys. You are learning to shuffle step this way and maintain trapping range. You're a bit square. You want to be a little more at an angle. Body mechanics, these little things, these tiny little things make a big difference in pulling shit off. Trust me. Good. Okay, guys. So, this is the nature of the Wing Chun Pak Sao drill. Again, all of these sensitivity drills, you are going to need a partner. You are not just learning movement patterns. That's a very small part of it. You are learning to move in relationship with another person's energy and intention. That is the key here. All right, guys? Give it a shot. All right, guys. Next step in regards to our sensitivity lesson. We are going to integrate Lap Sao into the sensitivity matrix here. All right? Lap Sao is translated as grabbing hand. Now, when I say grabbing hand, JJ, come out here for a moment. I don't mean grabbing with a commitment. Like, I'm going to grab you. It's like a hook. It's just a hook. And believe it or not, you're using mostly the lats, the flexing of the lats, the hips. You're driving energy into the ground. There's a lot that goes into this. But the Lap Sao is a very powerful, practical movement because from just about anywhere, if our arms connect, he can Lap Sao me here from this arm. See, here it is. I can do the same movement. Boom. See, right there, you can Lap Sao. Bam. There it is. Right? So if we're connected here, if we're here, okay, this is all Pak Sao shit, but I can Jiao and trap him up in different ways, using angles and sensitivity, feeling what's going on. But for the sake of the drill, what we want to learn to do is stay, he's going to have his right leg forward, I'm going to have my left leg forward, and we're going to stay connected and turn. It's very simple, okay? Very simple. Now I'm going to have Christopher come on out here and do this so you can learn to walk the dog and get beyond the simple hand pattern. All right, JJ, thanks. I'm going to use him for a moment. Okay, we're going to integrate the switch here, and I'll explain that as we go along. But right now he has his left leg forward, so I'm going to put my right leg forward. He's going to put his arm in a Bong Sao. Perfect Bong Sao. To reiterate, you're going to put your hands at center line. Step back. This hand from here should be covering center line. This hand is a little bit too collapsed. If that arm is collapsed, it's easily trapped. Here, that's a better bong sound. But the grabbing hand, it happens here. That hand needs to be up. You grab and stay connected. For the sake of this drill, you want to learn to stay connected and feel this forward pressure. You want to feel the bong sound stopping this from coming in. And as you feel this energy, you're going to lopsow yourself and adjust to it. Right? Now, we begin walking the dog. Keep that leg forward. So you can begin to adjust to energy and movement. Stay connected. Stay connected. Yeah. Move forward. See, I can just walk. You can move forward. Right? Now, the switch happens here. When I punch, or back fist rather, and he parries, okay? Don't hook so much. His elbow needs to be down.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, this will lopsow. This punching hand becomes my grabbing hand, and we're on the other side. So get used to the movement here on this side. Right? Begin gaining structure and move. Stay connected. Once I feel that separation between arms, I feel this, I'm boom, I'm hitting. I'm hitting. And it happens on accident. So I'm on these guys so much about these principles. So when this comes, stay connected. Slops out. And move in relationship. This is empathy, guys. He's learning to read my body mechanics, my energy. And I'm learning to adjust to his. But this is what we want, this constant movement, this action. See? Constantly switching. Constantly walking, moving, adjusting. Good. Good job. All right, guys, you get that far. Okay, guys, so you got to see a little bit of how these individual sensitivity drills can be isolated. There's a lot more to build on. This is a very basic structure. There's the inside double pak sao. There's other Filipino stuff that we could be doing. Chi sao in the middle of all of it. And on top of transitioning from drill to drill to drill, you start learning to integrate tools like punches, kicks, takedowns, throws, if you so choose, sweeps, things of that nature, arm wrenches, foot stomps, the straight blast, headbutts, knees, elbows, all of that stuff, right? You're learning how to do it out of action. It's important. See, I was just telling the boys, there's a lot of people out here that think they can fight. Oh, I'll knock a person out in one punch. I just got to get mad. All I do is I see red. That's what'll get you murked. Do you know how many people I've seen to say that just get taken to school on the street? They've never thrown a punch in their life, and that's why they think they can do it. You hold up a focus mitt, and they couldn't hit a pad if they tried. Sensitivity drills allow you to feel what's going on in the fight so that you know when you can hit. That's what it's about. But it's about feeling. So what I want to do is I want to bring JJ out. And what we're going to do is flow and transition from drill to drill to give a brief demonstration of how this is about feeling. I'm not going to tell him when I'm going to switch into what drill. He's going to have to rely on tactile awareness and empathy. All right? I'm going to be walking the dog the whole time. But it's feeling. There's this accordion effect, moving from different subtle differences in range, body mechanics, angles, because the various systems employed in the Jeet Kune Do concepts cover different angles and different methodologies. And it's done so through sensitivity so that you gain the tactile awareness to be able to just act in the moment. And this is where the divine is found. Now, in the eternal moment of counter creation. In perfect love and perfect trust, devour, destroy, become or be crushed. Curtis Joseph, signing out.